We got another one of the lead sabotagers. You're not as bad as everybody else, but you up there too. I'm watching you. We got Joe Bitonio at the podium for the Cleveland Browns. These dudes are, as far as I'm concerned, anybody who is on this offensive line is a sabotager. Sabotager, bro. I'm calling them out. I'm going to stay on these dudes. We got to get to the foolishness Joe Bitonio is talking about with this protection, the sabotage of Shedeur Sanders, man. Let's get into it. Welcome to Keep the Vision. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share the channel, hit that bell notification, hype the video. We got to get into what Joe had to say.
It's frustrating. It's taken a lot. Like, winning is so much better than losing. Like, even this last game where we were, competitive and we were competing, we had a chance to go win it. Like, it's so much more fun when you're out there competing to win the games than, these 2-minute drives in the second half. So it's been tough. You see injuries around you. You see guys, quarterback changes, all types of things. You thrive on consistency as a player, and we just haven't quite had that, the last couple of years. So that part of it has been difficult.
Yesterday, you kind of described you as a Hall of Famer, and he's coached you for 6 years. So just what does it mean to hear something like that from you?
Yeah, I appreciate that. I have a ton of respect for Coach Stefanski. But if anybody says that stuff, like it's very nice. You respect it, you appreciate it. That's what you do it for. You do it for the respect of your coaches and your teammates, the guys you play against. If those people have high regard for you, I think you've put it all out there. So I appreciate the sentiment.
Joel, how much have this group of rookies and young guys, and they sort of injected a little bit of youthfulness into you even?
Yeah. No, you got to be a little youthful, youthful energy. Like, our offense is full of young guys, first year, second year, and they've been obviously productive players. I kind of built like a little relationship with Mason Graham as well. Like, this guy is just like, he's from California, so we're kind of close to where we're from. And I joke about him, Carson, myself being Cali tough. We're bringing some Cali toughness to the team. At one point in my career, I think Coach Pettin called us Cali soft. The guys from California were Cali soft guys, So I'm trying to change that with Cali toughness. But these young guys, if I'm building a culture and a team, like, you build through Carson and Mason and Harold and Samp. Q obviously got hurt. Like, these guys all are love football. They want to be here. They work hard. Like, all things you look for in great teammates. So it's been great to have them, and I'm excited for the future of them.
Joe, a lot of fans and others are down on Kevin because of the record the last 2 years. What's the argument to bring him back?
To me, I think he's a good coach in the NFL. I think he's a good football coach. We have not won, and he will tell you firsthand, like, winning matters in this league, and we haven't done that. But as a coach goes, I have the highest respect for him, what he's done here. And it's, I know it is what for you done now, but, like, we've been to 2 playoff games. We've had winning records. We've been competitive. Is it where we're at, right now? We don't want to be there. But I think if we get the right pieces and we keep improving, like, I think that's a guy you can build around. 2-time coach of the year, like, he has respect of his peers. He's even killed. I think you saw it this last week. Like, the team is motivated to play. Like, we're trying to win games. I think he has respect of the locker room. I think it's just a guy you keep around and you build around, and that would be my focus if I was in charge of that.
You've played for coaches with similar records. So what makes him unique? Is it all the stuff you said?
Yeah, I think there's also a history. Like, some of the other coaches that I've played for they had 3 wins. They didn't have 11 wins. They didn't have playoff wins. They didn't have playoff appearances. They didn't have a 6-year sample size. We are not where we want to be. We expect to be higher. But if you want to go look back at the preseason rankings, I think everybody had us at 31 or 32, and that's not what we strive for or what we want. But you talk about expectations and reality and things of that nature, like, I have the utmost respect for him, and I just think you keep allowing him to coach the Browns. I think you will be in a good place in the future.
The challenge of coaching a team that has 9 different quarterbacks in 2 years. Does that say something about him?
Yeah, I mean you saw it in 2023, right? We had 5 different quarterbacks start games, or 6, or however many it was. And then the last 2 years, it's been a rotation of quarterbacks. You know, and we're working. We have a couple young rookie quarterbacks that are playing and showing promise. But until that quarterback position is solved in the NFL, like, it is hard to win games. It is the most important position in sports, and you know, you're trying to build a defense that has shown that they can be elite, and you want to build around, you know, these great quarterbacks. But yes, it is difficult for a coach to have to navigate that.
Joe, you've obviously played Pittsburgh so many times. This is Shedeur's first time. Any tips you can give him, and then just what makes it so hard for a rookie quarterback playing those guys?
Yeah, it's a rivalry game. They're tough. They're physical. They're going to try and play bully ball. Like, that's kind of what it's been. You can see it on tape, the way they play. They're obviously playing well right now, and they're I think, you know, inspired by that. And so we know it's going to be a challenge, and I think you have to answer the call. Like, it's going to be a physical game. You have to answer with physicalness and trying to win those one-on-one matchups. But for him, it's just stay the course, stay calm, and you know, make the plays when they're there.
I know there's no perfect team in the NFL, but as far as like the winning teams in the league, they seem to always be the poster child of the deficient team. You know, why though year in and year out, when you prepare for them and you watch them on film and you're studying them, why are they just able to, no matter what they may not have, why are they always able to contend year in and year out, even as not, you know, a complete team?
Yeah, I think, and they have consistency from the general manager to the head coach to players that have been there. I mean, if you look at the guy, like, I go against the D-line mostly, right? And they just draft, like, the same guy, like 6'4", 6'5", 320 to 340 pound, just big, strong guy. That's their culture of their D-line. That's who they build around. And so when someone goes down or someone moves, like, they can plug that guy in. That's like, hey, we've developed you over the years. We've kept this guy. We've drafted this guy, and they've developed these players. You know, so they haven't switched systems on defense. Like, they change things, but, like, it's just the same consistency. And then, you know, Coach Tomlin, I'm sure, preaches a certain standard and a certain culture. And he's done that for 20 years now. And you know, they find a way to win. And is it always pretty? No. But that's just the culture they've built there. And it seems like it when anybody's out there, they kind of buy into that culture, and they've been successful with it.
Why were you guys able to run the ball better against Buffalo?
I think we executed our blocks a little bit better. I think Shedeur opened it up a little bit with some of those scrambles. I mean, 40 yards or however many it was is like going to help the run game a lot. I think Malachi has been great on like reverses and end arounds and those type of things. And then there was a lot of cover two. Like, you know, we couldn't take as many shots because they would disguise and drop to cover two. But that also lightened the box for us to be able to run the ball a little bit better.
I saw Tomlin had a quote the other day that without Watt and Herbig, that he said interior guys are going to have to dominate this game. And you talked about facing those guys. Just how good are they in there? The ability for them to beat on them when they need to.
Well, yeah, I mean, Cam Hayward's the leader of the group in there, and he's still playing at a high level. Even though he's getting older and older, you know, he's still playing really well. But then they have a couple young guys, you know, that have come out there and especially against the runner, like real run stoppers, you know, and they've done a great job. And then 95 playing the nose, and then he'll rush as well and sub. I mean, he makes plays for him, but there's just like 3 big guys that hold their gaps. They're a true 2-gap team, which you don't see as much anymore, but they hold their gaps, and the linebackers have kind of